Welcome to Storied Audio. For most of her 30s, Alison Ward lived quietly, tucked away in a small brick apartment at the end of Oakwood Street. She wasn't bitter, not exactly, just tired. Tired of dating apps, tired of first dates that felt like job interviews, tired of hoping for something real only to watch it dissolve. Eventually she stopped trying. She worked, she cooked, she read, she slept. Her life was simple, predictable, and safe. She told her friends she was fine. They didn't believe her, but she insisted anyway. Love, she said, was something she had retired from. One chilly Thursday morning, Alison opened her mailbox and found a letter addressed to Nathan Hale, apartment 3B. She frowned. She'd seen him once or twice in passing. A tall man with dark hair, maybe mid-30s, but they had never spoken. She considered leaving the letter on top of the mailboxes for him to find, but something nudged her. Maybe politeness, maybe boredom. Maybe fate. She walked down the hall and slipped the envelope into his mailbox. As she turned to leave, she felt eyes on her. She glanced up. Nathan stood behind his window blinds, watching her with a curious expression. Their eyes met for a split second before she hurried back to her apartment, cheeks warm for reasons she didn't understand. The next morning, a knock echoed through her apartment. Alison froze. No one knocked on her door. Not ever. She opened it cautiously, and there he was. Nathan Hale. Handsome in a way that made her stomach flutter, wearing a soft smile that seemed almost shy. "Hi," he said. "Sorry to bother you. I just wanted to thank you for returning my mail yesterday." "Oh," she said, startled. "It was no problem." He hesitated, then added, "I'm heading out for lunch soon. Would you like to join me?" Her first instinct was to decline. She didn't date. She didn't socialize. She didn't do spontaneous lunches with handsome neighbors. But her friends' voices echoed in her mind. "Get out more, Alison. You deserve to live again." And Nathan's eyes were warm, hopeful. He swallowed. "Sure. I'd like that." Lunch was easy. Shockingly easy. They went to a small cafe 2 blocks away, and conversation flowed like they had known each other for years. Nathan was 34, divorced for 2 years, working remotely as a graphic designer. He laughed often, listened closely, and didn't seem intimidated by her quiet nature. Alison found herself smiling more than she had in months. After lunch he walked her home. At her door he paused. "I'd like to see you again," he said. She felt her heart stir, something she thought had gone dormant forever. "I'd like that too." They started dating slowly at first. Coffee on Saturdays, walks in the park, dinners where they talked until restaurants closed. But soon, slowly, Alison felt herself falling. Hard. Nathan was gentle, patient, and endlessly thoughtful. He remembered the smallest details she mentioned. He encouraged her art hobby. He made her laugh until her ribs hurt. For the first time in years she felt alive. But love, even the good kind, comes with shadows. One evening, about 3 months into their relationship, Alison noticed Nathan growing distant. He canceled plans twice. He seemed distracted, quieter. When she asked if something was wrong, he brushed it off. Finally, after a week of tension, she confronted him gently. "Nathan, talk to me. What's going on?" He sighed, rubbing his forehead. "My ex-wife reached out." Alison's stomach dropped. "She wants to talk," he continued. "She says she regrets the divorce. She wants to meet." Alison felt her chest tighten. Old fears rushed back. Fear of not being enough, fear of being replaced, fear of losing something she had barely begun to trust. "So, do you want to meet her?" she asked, voice barely steady. "I don't know," he admitted. "Part of me wants closure. Part of me is scared of messing things up with you." The conversation spiraled into uncertainty. Alison withdrew, terrified he would choose his past over her. Nathan felt torn, overwhelmed by guilt and confusion. For the first time they ended the night without a hug, without a kiss, without reassurance. For 2 days they barely spoke. On the 3rd day Nathan knocked on her door. Alison opened it, heart pounding. He looked exhausted but determined. "I told her no," he said. "I don't need closure. I don't need to revisit something that broke me. I need to move forward. With you." Alison felt a rush of relief. "I was scared," she whispered. "I know," he said softly. "I was too. But I'm not letting fear ruin this." He stepped closer, cupping her face gently. "I choose you, Alison. Every time." She broke, crying into his chest as he held her tightly. The fear dissolved, replaced by something stronger: trust. Their relationship deepened after that. They communicated more openly, leaned on each other more confidently. The obstacle that nearly broke them instead became the thing that strengthened them. Months passed, filled with quiet mornings, shared dinners, movie nights, and laughter echoing through both apartments. Eventually, the idea of living separately felt strange. One evening, while they were cooking together in Alison's kitchen, Nathan looked around and smiled. "You know," he said, "I spend more time here than in my own place." She laughed. "You do?" He turned to her, expression soft. "Maybe we should fix that." She froze, spatula in hand. "Are you asking me to move in with you?" He shook his head. "No. I'm asking us to move in together." Her heart swelled. "Yes," she said, voice trembling. "I want that." They moved into a cozy two-bedroom apartment overlooking the river. The first night there, surrounded by boxes and takeout containers, Alison sat beside Nathan on the floor, leaning her head on his shoulder. "I never thought I'd have this," she murmured. He kissed her forehead. "I'm glad you were wrong." She smiled, teardrops forming, not from sadness but from gratitude. For the wrong mail in her mailbox. For the knock on her door. For the lunch she almost declined. For the love she thought she'd never feel again. Alison had given up on love. But love, stubborn and patient, had not given up on her. Subscribe to the channel for more audio stories.